Hi, I created the FAVORIT Entrepreneurship Award for now 7 years ago to improve the dynamic of the entrepreneur here in Switzerland, and especially the dynamic of the entrepreneur coming from Russia and CIS countries.
Hello, I'm Ivan Orlov. I studied solid-state electronics in Moscow, and then I studied geology in Moscow State University. Finally, I came to Switzerland for a PhD in crystallography at EPFL. And during this PhD, I collaborated with several industrial companies, and I came across an excellent business idea how to solve a particular problem in crystal industry. That was the origin of Scientific Visual. The idea is very simple. If you take an object with a non-transparent surface and put it into a special magic liquid, you start seeing what is inside. And that's exactly the principle we use to inspect industrial crystals. And we use the same principle to inspect big crystals like this. This is a piece of sapphire en français, which is used in LED industry. For example, all white and blue LED lights, they use a small piece of sapphire inside. It's also used in watch industry. You are 10 years old. Look at that. This is a piece which protects the dial in your watch. So this is a big industry, and we immerse these crystals into our special liquid which we developed to see what is defective and non-defective zones. Like this, we can save processing of defective material because we know it in advance of expensive processing. I love to work in Switzerland because I love educated people. It helps to discuss different ideas and make this creative bouillon. The second thing is efficiency. If you are going to build a big business and you would like to introduce a big idea to the people, then you need some efficient helpers around you. And last but not least, the brand Made in Switzerland help us to get an extra recognition on international market of precision devices. The current trend in our industry is digitalization. That means that instead of manual control, which used to be there for many years, when people inspected the crystal with a laser and manual loop, we make fully digital objective quality control, and this data can be used in the full production chain until very end, so we can predict, for example, yield of production. Our company is going to capitalize on this. The first market trend is green technology. Our technology saves a lot of not necessary processing of initially defective material. So that saves energy and noxious chemicals. Second, as microelectronics is getting smaller and smaller, the quality requirements for sapphire and our industrial crystals are getting stricter, so that makes an extra demand for our technology. My personal dream is to travel solo in Antarctica. When I was a student, I traveled quite a lot in the polar areas like Kola Peninsula. I have an experience, and this year, in February, I was planning to go to Antarctica to make a 2 weeks trip there. It's actually not a very wild dream, but now with the COVID situation, it becomes a little wilder. Because you need to travel through several airports, and then you stay 2 weeks in snow without much medical assistance and even telephone connection. But I will do it.